I thought I remember seeing it earlier. Anti-climatic there.
Yeah.
But, you know, the funny thing is, if I remember right, Zyda loved this pick back in the MDL.
Oh, yeah,
so, you know, this is more so comfort here. So as we take a look at the lineups, let us know what you guys think in the chat. The hashtags, of course, hashtag Echo.
Comment it down.
Yep, or hashtag Black with your user ID and your server IDs. We're
Again,
picking 2 winners for 1,000 diamonds.
2 winners in the Filipino stream and 2 winners in the English stream. 1,000 diamonds up for grabs. Now comment down whatever it is that you want to talk about. Now it's the second game. This is the match point of Echo. Will Blacklist force this into a game number 3?
Actually, it's the third time Joy was picked. The first one was Demon Kite in the jungle. And then the second time was actually Heads in the EXP lane for TNC Pro Team.
Look at that. Positioning over to Haji. Up top with the orange. Oh, that was a good reset back there. We didn't see it on camera, but that was one way to hold and delay. That's great vision and information being brought to Blacklist as of that moment.
We're just going to be looking closely now at the rotations because Blacklist can play pressure onto the jungle of Zyda. Zyda will use the Retribution.
Yep.
But it's just makes sense at this point. Oh, a lot of damage Sanji's taken.
A lot of poke happening all around the map here.
Yeah.
For both teams of Blacklist International, especially really staying in this jungle of Echo.
Haji's just taking so much hits.
Yeah.
From the beginning that he wanted to delay that objective being taken by Zyda.
I mean, still, that's kind of what you want to do if you are this Grok. We see this a lot of times when any team picks up the Grok. That's kind of their job, right? Be that walking vision for your team for the most part. You know you're quite tanky, but getting that flicker out for now isn't going to do too much again. He might not have it, of course, for this turtle take, but still waiting for that level 4 for a majority of the teams here.
Again, this is the advantage of having a Grok on your team. You just need a wall, and everything is just up to you. You activate the passive of a Grok, and just as that, you get more of the vision, get more of a ways to have a setup, even though your level 4 is still on the way. You still you give a great contribution on the early game for your team, especially now that Blacklist is slowly building a lead. Now we're seeing level 4s on both from XP of Blacklist and as well as Echoes. Oh, yeah, Blacklist is taking up the turtle of the first objective.
Yep, close. Just a little bit more second of a delay in the release, and Sanji could have actually taken that turtle away. But no surprise that Blacklist, again, we said this, what do they need to fix? What do they need for this game? Have a lineup that's a little bit more proactive. So this is good for them. Don't let just Echo continue playing their proactive play style. The Echo Express, fight back, be the ones faster in rotation and more aggressive right now. And I wouldn't be surprised if this is going to be the tempo of the game for the next 6 to 7 minutes.
A while.
Yeah,
For a while.
Blacklist will be in control, unless like Echo punishes something.
Yep. And the thing about finding a punishment is really it's JP right now, because Sanford in the XP lane, you're not going to expect too much unless he has that flicker available, like we saw previously with Barrett being picked in that XP lane. Could work out for them, but so far it's up to JP, and we saw him do it before in the previous game. You know, he's probably going to expect to do that now, but I feel like this lineup from Blacklist International will be able to deal with that a lot better this time around.
Yeah, we see JP slowly trying to cut some lanes up top against Edward, as well as getting his waves up top. Meanwhile, on bottom, Blacklist sees a way to even pressure outplay in JP here.
And it's an interesting decision actually by Echo that they are mainly sending JP to help out the gold laner. It's sort of like an understanding by Echo that they also know that Blacklist wants to help out their gold laner, because if the Claude can get out of the lane fast and farm fast, then they continue playing faster, and then they'll have an even longer time of controlling the game. And it's quite risky, because if ever Blacklist decided to turn things around and say, you know what, let's pressure Zyda's jungle instead, similar to this, then it's going to be a bad time for Zyda, and maybe that's going to force an even bigger lead for Blacklist. So it's now Echo trying to decide, like, which is the lesser of two evils, helping our gold or helping our jungle.
Yeah, pick your poison.
Yeah, pick your poison, exactly.
Yeah, a reset now coming in.
Oh, that's big.
Oh, a major reset onto this turtle. But now setting up, they're just poking everybody out on Echo right now.
Go ahead, push that mid lane as well. So he's going to make his way back down bot, but Outplayed got a little bit of that. Now that's another reset here on this turtle. Both teams not want to commit just yet. Zaida going to be just fine. That might be the call, though, to actually push this if they can. JP there's Sanford. He's going to jump in. Sensui gets the turtle, though. They might just have to disengage from this, but Sanford could be in trouble. Gets a little bit of the heal from that motivational roar. They'll back off. Objective secured, though, for Blacklist.
Yeah, only a bit of a disconnect there by Echo. I know they were trying to use the Star Shatter of the Novaria to potentially steal that turtle away. But after Edward final slashed Zaida, I was surprised that Zaida used the beats. Oh no, but then he has the beats again.
Big final slash again. Might be able to get this Sanford. This time around, he's too slow as that Dino falls in the top lane. So Blacklist on the board here.
First blood for Blacklist International with the lead as well. How's the item showing right now?
All right, slight lead here actually for OHEB again because of the pressure pushed down by Blacklist into the gold lane. Already up to a DHS, 2 items for the Claude.
Zaida going to be in trouble trying to hold that lane down. Instead gets taken out.
And a turret up top as well. No trade for Echo. Still maintaining their advantage. Blacklist International with the lead as well as the push. Now slowly looking for an eye for the goal leader, even for the mid lane to even push through.
Yeah, that's rough, buddy. But right now, again, we expected this. Blacklist in the lead and Echo just going back.
They're putting more pressure here. JP, can he survive this? Has the heal there. Good response, a counter punch against Haji as he's going to fall. So Echo now on the board themselves.
Yeah.
They're playing the tune, though, to Blacklist International, and that's exactly the adjustment that needed to be made from Blacklist for this game, too.
Yeah. Clutch motivation roar for him to survive that. Just can't see right now. Is he rocking the favor? Yeah, no wonder. I was wondering, like, wow, that was a chunky roar from Minotaur, but then, no wonder at this point he already has the favor blessing up.
Yeah, only shows that he has more ways to even hold crowd control against Blacklist International. But OHEB here still waiting on the way because he kind of expected the waves might be cleared and probably need some time to get here. But turtles being taken slowly. Echo, Zaida secures the objective.
Yep, they have the information. I mean, he didn't have the retro available, but now in the bot lane, OHEB gets taken out.
Well, that's 2. And that's a win for Echo.
That's a trade for both. I mean, across the map, they get a kill plus the turtle. Echo finds some wins.
Yeah, for a moment, it looked like Blacklist were off their map rotation timing.
Yeah.
Zaida got the turtle without a problem. Echo got the gank in the bottom lane. That was just a better rotation by Echo, and Blacklist looked sort of like, oh, wait. Oh, it's like they got caught with their pants down.
That's bad.
Could be fun sometimes, but in this scenario, yes, it's bad.
And they need to avoid that because if they do it once more, it's a kind of like you don't want to have that vulnerability, right? Because if you get that, there's a lot of openings. Either Sanford can take it, even JP could have an opening with ult. There's so much crowd control you need to think of, and as well as the Astral Echo of Sanji. So much ways to utilize hitbox, such as this.
Well, they're going to hold it down. Echo came down, still holding on to this bottom turret. JP taking the brunt of damage, will be fine, though. Still, it's surprising how much focus has been on pushing that tier 1 in the bottom, and they haven't been able to get it yet. So Echo holds on to that. 40 seconds away from that Lord to spawn.
So now Echo have a lot more room, and this is what we're talking about. At some point, Blacklist's lead is going to lose its way if they lose their way. Now, Echo are in a much better position to keep this game much more competitive. Still trying to look around here of where they could potentially find an opening, because you still have tower in the bottom and you have the break for Blacklist. Both mid towers still up. In terms of the rotational timings, no one's showing that they're going to get a big win anytime. This might be a fight around the Lord, but look, the Roamer and the Gold Laner for both teams are in the bottom. So yeah, it's going to come from a Lord fight, win or loss.
Depending on that situation, I think team fight prowess will actually be checked on who's actually going to win up against one another, especially with the Lord is up for this moment. Blacklist and Echo, Sanji, item pickup right there.
Okay, let's see if Blacklist are going to go for their 3-2 or 4-1 split. But JP's covering the bot. So Oheb's going to be joining in the Lord. Ah, Blacklist are going to push this out. Okay.
Yeah, Sanford holding that front down for now. They're still going to keep outplayed down there, handling that. They want to hold on to that tier 1. Still clears the wave there and will make his way for this fight.
Ouch.
Okay, that's the initiation, Edward. Slowly waiting for the ones who's going to get this first damage onto the Lord. A reset just happened. It's just completely back and forth. It's waiting for the right moment to strike. Okay, there's a lot of ways they're respecting the frontline threat of one another.
Yeah.
Either Edward's final slash, either Sanford's initiate with Daytona's
Yeah.
welcome. He's stacked right now. A lot more ways to sustain the front line.
Okay.
So nobody's taking the first move here, and they're just waiting for somebody to make a mistake.
Yeah. Outplayed. Applying pressure at the bottom lane. I wonder if he's going to spot out Claude. No, Claude, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, he checked the Sharab with BMI. He knows where outplayed is. He'll have a chance to push down bottom. I wonder if there's going to be a trade.
See if they trade it out. Again, Oheb's still there on the bottom side, going to make his way up. Echo knows this. They're giving the go on this Lord.
Yeah.
They're going to do it very quickly, the best they can.
Oh, no.
JP, though, jumps in.
they got him.
Daytona's welcome. Who's going to grab the Lord? Here comes down.
Oh!
Sensui with the Ultra Instinct. But can they win the team fight? It's outplayed. Still running for his life. It's only Haji that fell, but 3 down for Echo.
Oh, massive error for Echo. They got the bite there onto the box shot, but they couldn't whittle down the Lord quickly enough so that not Sanford, excuse me, Zyda got the retry.
Damage, Oheb.
Zyda wasn't even, Zyda couldn't even retry. His retry isn't off cooldown, so he wasn't able to, I don't know if he wasn't able to press it. Let's look at the replay. Hopefully we can see it.
Let's have a look back at what happened back there.
Yeah, because that was a massive miscal.
Eyes on Zyda.
Zyda is there by the Lord.
Oh,
He gets, he was stunned.
Final slash by
Yeah.
Edward.
Just a lot of stuff. I believe it could also have been a wild charge by Haji, because that was a long stun.
Oh, yeah. Makes sense.
He was stunned. All right. Wow. Good call there.
Just looking at back now, the Blacklist International has to lead 3.4K. Now the table is with them. 5-3 standing. Third being taken up top with the Lord and with the minions just pushing through. Now this is the threat of the Arlet as well. So where are you going to place yourselves in this kind of situation, just being in the front line? I think this time around, they have more ways to have surprises with their own crowd controls, especially with their ultimates. And now it's in their favor.
Again, it isn't a overly cautious lineup. It's a lineup that can be proactive. And that's what they've been doing so far. Again, consider that Sensui was going into that Lord fight with a big gold deficit. Zyda has been eating well, and he has a great damage. The Blacklist were just able to surprise, as you mentioned, OSX, and chain their crowd controls together. Earlier, this was like around 5,900 for Sensui and around 7,000 for Zyda. Or around 7,200, 7,300. So that's a big climb for Sensui to just be like neck and neck with him already.
Yep. Oheb's done an amazing job at just farming up, too.
Yeah.
For the most part, how he's pushing these lanes. And, you know, you saw how much damage potential he has already at this point. So that's going to be something that Echo kind of has to keep under control or look out for, especially when it comes to even this, fighting for resources alone, just trying to get these buffs, still waiting for that Lord to come up in less than a minute, so it's taken here as Echo now kind of has to readjust, but still, they can find work here. Outplayed hasn't gone down, he's stayed alive pretty well, but that's the thing, positioning is the key when it comes to this next Lord fight.
Yeah, how is the late game of Echo? I think despite the lead being in Blacklist International's hands, I think there's still a way to make this work in the late. Because again, they have the carry, they have the joy.
Yeah.
So there's more ways to even utilize. Again, you mentioned spacing, but how is this for their late game win condition?
Well, in terms of the late game, I honestly prefer the late game of Blacklist just a little bit more, considering with how mobile the Claude can be in a team fight, and with a Malefic Roar up already, and it's still level 15, about to be for Outplayed. Like, Oheb's a level ahead of him.
There's the final slash. Sanford again. Daytona's welcome into the wall. JP jumps in. They're trying to capitalize on it. JP will find Oheb. Zyda gets the kill, though. 2 down for Blacklist International. Echo finds a punish. And now this is going to be the Lord for Echo here to turn the table.
Haji and Edward, how did Sanford manage to live that moment?
Bro, JP is one crazy MFer, Minoan Fury. Minoan Furies for
Infurior.
days. Minoan Furier. Yeah, man.
Yep.
MFs for days. JP, my goodness.
What a player.
He got Oheb. And then Zydo said, all right, thank you, Daddy. I got this now. Whew. And yes, if you don't know, like their nickname for Daddy, JP is Daddy. Okay?
Daddy JP. He is a dad in real life.
He is a dad in real life.
Yep, exactly. Amazing layering of skills, the setup, and in that moment, everybody still lives for Echo. Not even Purify was waiting for Sanji. 5-man defense right up top here. Can Blacklist defend? That's the Lord push.
Lord push there. Still going to be worked on. Holding on to the turret.
Zyda.
Right now, Zyda jumping to the backside.
Zyda, dang.
Hey, he just wanted to have some music for that. He's out of there. So
I was kind of imagining him just being in a music festival. It's like, hey, I'm just going to pass through.
he literally just passed through.
Want to vibe with some EDM? It's like there's a big
We
EDM
vibing.
festival going on. There's a guy with a boombox who shows up out of nowhere.
Hey, we do know the Lord can dance, actually, right?
Yeah,
We've
yeah.
all seen the clip.
yeah.
He just
Yes.
needs some music.
And Joy is here to
Oh
give
my
that.
goodness. Star Shatter hurts for that Grok.
And now we're seeing more of the pushes coming from Echo. Lead is now with them. Now this doesn't surprise us, right? I think this is one thing that's annoying for a Minotaur is like that motivation or roar, the continuous knockup. Well, Zyda is doing it again.
Wow.
As I share sentiments here for the Minotaur, a lot of ways that actually crowd control could
Wow.
be the threat here. Whoa.
That was a big, totally normal, not major deal Astral Echo by Sanji.
Yeah.
He only got 4. Even if it was 5, still normal. If you know, you know.
For the people to think. Some people might be out of context.
Comment it
here.
down. Comment it down. If you know, you know.
Yeah, if you know, you know. It's a reference to a thing that's happened.
Oh, there's another one.
Totally normal Astral Echo onto 5.
What a placement.
Everybody just spotted right onto the map here.
Yeah.
Secure the orange as well.
Yeah, all the information given. It stopped the sequence by Blacklist. Totally normal. If you know, you know.
Yeah. Comment down. And again, we're reminding you about the TikTok goodie bags.
Yeah.
Comment down.
Comment down.
If you're watching on TikTok, be ready for a TikTok goodie bag, reminding you that if the base is about to explode, go ahead, and you might be part of the lottery of the TikTok goodie bag.
Yeah. Please join us on the MLBBPHNet Facebook group. It's a room of, it's a great page for healthy discussion.
Healthy discussion.
Yeah,
That's
no,
the
it's
key
true.
word.
It's true. I learned from our community, you know.
Yeah,
I read a lot of the comments and their analysis, and there's a few nuggets of gold and diamonds there too, you know.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Well,
the community.
Let's find
Love
out
our
exactly what they'll say about this. Next Lord up here. This could be the
Yeah.
game-winning one.
Yeah, big normal Astral Echo again.
As big... Okay, it's going to reset. Big setups, though, are the important thing for this one.
Okay, Lord still waiting for the music to start.
Yep.
Still waiting for the right moment, but right now they're being very cautious in their next move. Blacklist and Echo with this kind of lead, with this kind of sustain,
Ooh.
and even the -1 from Blacklist.
Yeah,
They need to be prepared for that. Yeah.
Items being bought since Sui has an immortality. Edward picked up the Twilight armor. Blacklist have to deal with no, they don't need to deal with that minion wave. That's going to be fine. It's not going to threaten their tower. Oheb's getting the purple buff. Still finding position. Echo are going to try to force something with this, with how fast they're whittling down the Lord already.
Wow, Sensui just spotted
Final
Zyda.
slash.
Oh!
Gonna come through. They get the knockup. JP, though, still looking for it. Goes in. There's the flicker. Oheb, though. Edward's the one to fall. Can they turn it around?
gets her?
Sensui falls as well.
Oh!
Zyda got the Lord, though. And Echo looking to punish further. Haji has to get out of there with the conceal. But Echo will find him. One hit away, and Zyda gets him down.
Minions pushing up top as well. The entry by Zyda. 3 men down for Blacklist International. How can they
Ooh.
defend this?
It's very endable. But the members remaining at the side of Blacklist International are the ones with crazy minion wave. Clear. It will take a miracle. Let's see.
See if they can do it. 2 members left alive here to defend the base. Yue keeping up front, but he's going to take too much. Black Shoes is there as well, but
Base
the
is
crystals can be
open.
worked on. Outplayed, goes for it, and Echo will sweep Blacklist International.
The Echo Express once again. A clean take on to this series, winning against Blacklist International. The micro, the